Hello, everyone. Welcome into this Path2Product product walkthrough, where I get to share with you kind of a three-part series on what Path2Product is and what we have to offer to aspiring PMs, experienced PMs, and product leaders who are looking to hire associate product managers or junior level product talent. So let's dive in. This one is going to be focused on aspiring PMs and what you get, but it may be interesting for product leaders to see what they're getting as well. So let's just jump in. There we go. All right. So here I am on the Path2Product homepage. I'm going to log in. I'm going to log in as my aspiring PM. All right, cool. So here are all the sections that an aspiring PM gets to go through in their learning, right? So they go through introduction, which is what is product management, what is a product manager, and what does Path2Product do for you on your path to product management. And then we dive in and we go into choosing a product. So every aspiring PM gets a product that they get to choose that they would be interested in, either being the PM for or something similar to it. And they go out and they find real users and interview real users of these products to identify the opportunity space, which I'll show you in a second. But we kind of try to simulate aspects of onboarding where you join a company, you have a product that you're going to manage or a feature set within that product. And you need to understand your business and your competitors. And you also need to establish your business objectives, right? What is the thing that you're trying to accomplish as a business? And how do you frame the rest of this work that you're going to do through the lens of that objective? And so that's how we get into research. So we have an objective that we're trying to hit for the business. So we're trying to identify opportunities in the opportunity space for this product that if you solve those problems or you pursue those opportunities, we're going to prioritize the ones that we think are going to help us most likely hit our business objective, right? So we'll set a research objective, we'll prepare an interview guide, and then we'll go and recruit users to interview. And it's really important that we're finding real users of these products to interview, because this is what you're going to be doing in your day-to-day, whether you're B2C, B2B, the ratio of qualitative to quantitative might shift in B2B versus B2C, but these are still key skills you need to have. Okay, so then we get into analysis. We gathered all the opportunities. We prioritized, or we haven't prioritized opportunities yet, but we're getting there. And so we're going to analyze the opportunity space. We're going to filter out opportunities that maybe they don't help us hit our objective, right? If we're trying to increase retention, maybe there's something that's a monetization opportunity or some adjacent expansion opportunity. We're going to filter those out and we're going to look for why are people leaving? And how do we solve the problems that are making them leave, or how do we address competitive threats that are pulling them away from our business? Those kind of things are what we go through here. And then we're going to quantify. So we have a base level idea of what we're going to prioritize, but then we're going to quantify the opportunities through a survey. And we're going to go out, we're going to survey a broader audience geared towards, again, real users of the product to try to understand, what is the breadth of this problem or these multiple problems, and where do they rank in order of scale or severity. Okay. And then we're going to actually prioritize our opportunities going through the quantification of the qualitative insights that we got, and we're going to prioritize. And then we're going to go into setting product strategy. So we're going to build a product strategy with the framework that I built that kind of combines OKRs with Richard Rummelt's good strategy kernel. So we're going to develop that. We're going to build a roadmap to be presented. And then we're actually going to do a presentation to stakeholders as if we were trying to articulate what we found, why we're looking to prioritize what we have, and give our stakeholders an opportunity to either poke at our decisions or give us information that we didn't otherwise have, challenge our assumptions, so on and so forth. Again, trying to simulate what this would look like in a day-to-day. All right. And then now that we have internal buy-in, we're going to go test. desirability. Did we understand the problem space well enough? Did we frame the problem correctly? And we're going to do that by building some very base level user flows and some low fidelity mockups to go back to those users who articulated these problems. And we're going to go and test our assumptions around desirability. So we build a desirability test after building our user flows and mockups, and then we're actually going to run those and record those tests and publish those to our project. And likewise, if we did understand the problem space well, we did frame it correctly, and we are directionally on track to solving that problem correctly, we want to make sure that we can get a higher fidelity prototype and actually check to see, can it be used, right? So obviously, if you're listening to this and you have any familiarity with UX, you might be wondering, well, isn't this a UX thing? Like, yeah, but we don't have UX designers in this program. And they're really good skills for you to have, because I've been in situations where I did not have a dedicated UX partner and I had to take on some of this work myself. So you cannot assume that you're going to be in a company when you get your first product role where you have someone who's doing this. So having that skill is super helpful, even in a situation where you have shared resources. Okay. All right. So we're going to build a prototype, make it a click-through prototype in Figma. Figma's free, so why not use it? And then we're going to build a test plan. What are we trying to learn? We're going to go through usability testing best practices. So that way you feel equipped and enabled to run these things successfully. And then you're going to take the test, you're going to upload a recording, and you're going to articulate, what did you learn from these tests? And then what did you change based on what you learned? And you're going to iterate through your prototype. And once you've done that, now it's time for getting ready for go-to-market, which in practice is being done earlier, but this course is linear, so bear with me. So you're going to have assumptions that you've made throughout the whole process, right? And a lot of what we've done is to test assumptions, the riskiest ones, but you still want to document any outstanding assumptions that you have, so that way you can go back and test later, or be aware that those assumptions are something you should be looking out for as you go to market. You're going to finalize your designs and your success criteria, or your definition of success. What will make this a successful launch? And then you will write your user story or stories and acceptance criteria and document those. And in every lesson, there's a transcript, so you could read it if you don't want to listen. There's resources that help you dive deeper into certain topics. And then you have your assignments, right? We actually get to go and put those assignments into a project builder, right? And then in the last section, because we'll get to the project builder in a second, we're gonna show some pro tips on how to prove your experience on LinkedIn, Angel List, adding this experience to your resume. And then you're actually going to publish your project. Okay. So in this assignment here, you're going to upload a logo just to make your portfolio project look nice. But then you're actually going to publish your project. All right. So we're going to publish. Bloop. Awesome. And then we're going to get our certificate. And that's where you'll reach out to me. I'll give your project a review, give you some feedback, let you iterate on it before it goes out into the wild. And then you'll get your certificate for completion. And then you're good. All right. And then you can view your project. So this is your kind of project editor. And then when you go to view project, you'll see what everyone else sees when you publish it, right? So you see how many reviews you have, what your reviews are. You can kind of navigate through the different sections. Okay. And then go back to the top. You can share your project using these quick shares, or you can just copy and paste your unique link into any social media. It's already set up for you to have like a unique share experience. But that's it. That's what you get to do here on the Lessons of Product Management podcast. All the podcast episodes come here just for extra reference and learning materials. And you also get to see all the projects that are being posted into Path2Product marketplace. So that way experienced PMs can come in, they can rate and review your projects, give you feedback so you can learn, improve, and grow. And then hiring managers can come in and see your ratings and reviews your projects, and then be able to reach out to you directly if they're interested in bringing you in for an interview, which is what we're pushing for, and what we're trying to do to create opportunities for you to get to the job that you want. So with that, I will move on to the next part of this in a different video, where we're going to be showing the experienced PM experience. So if you are someone who's been in product management for a little while or a long time, and you want to give back to aspiring PMs by giving them ratings, reviews, feedback, stay tuned. We got that episode dropping. And if you're a hiring manager saying, oh man, this is great, I'd love to be able to get access to junior product talent that's going through this type of rigor and these type of hands-on practical, assignments, then stay tuned because we have your episode dropping too.